Morning, students. So I welcome you in University College of Agriculture. So today we will discuss our next lecture, next topic: organic origin, importance, soil, climate, and agronomic practices of maize. So, after the successful completion of the course, the students are able to learn to develop more efficient production system for major cereals and pulses to fulfilling the demands of commercial firms, farmers, industrial, and consumers, to enhance the quality and productivity of crop production, to implement forest crop trials, fodder maize, sorghum, bajra, to introduce new technologies in crop production, fertigation, and new varieties. The common name of our crop is maize, botanical name G. maize, family Gramineae, and it is originated from the Mexico. Importance: the importance of maize is an important cereal crop of the world. It is a source of nutrition as well as phytochemical compounds. Phytochemicals play an important role in preventing chronic diseases. It contains various major phytochemicals such as carotenoids, phenolic compounds, and phytosterols. Maize is one of the most popular, oldest, and powerful cereal crop, which is popularly used for food, fodder, and also for medical purposes in the world. It is also a good source of vitamins A, B, E, and many minerals. It has reduces hypertension and prevented neutral tube defects at birth. The aim of this article is to revise maize and maize products. Maize is one of the most important cereal crop used in the human diets in large parts of the world, and it is important feed component for livestock. This is the picture showing maize crop, and the cob is attached with this plant. So climate and soil. Climate requirement: maize requires considerable moisture and warmth from germination to flowering. The most suitable temperature for germination is 21 degrees Celsius and for growth is 32 degrees Celsius. Extremely high temperature and low humidity during flowering may damage the foliage, desiccate the pollen, and interfere with proper pollination. Desiccate means the pollens are died due to high temperature, due to extreme temperature, and if pollens are dried or died, the ultimately results in poor grain setting or poor grain yield. 50 to 75 centimeter well distributed rain is conducive for the good growth, and proper drainage of excess water during rain is essential for good crop yield, good grain yield. Soil type: maize thrives better on well-drained sandy, loamy to silty soil. Improved long duration varieties. Under irrigated condition, PMS 13, it was established in 2021. It's a very latest variety, so it mature in about 97 days and produces average yield that is 24 quintal per acre. ADV 9293, it is also latest variety established in 2021. So it matures in 197 days and produces average grain yield that is 24.5 quintal per acre. Then JC12, it was established in 2020. It matures in about 99 days and produces average grain yield that is 18.2 quintal per acre. Then PMH 11, it was established in 2019 and mature in about 95 days and produces average yield that is 22 quintal per acre. Then improved varieties. PMH1, it was established 2005. This is a single cross hybrid, has tall plants with well developed root system. It matures in about 95 days and produces average grain yield that is 21 quintal per acre. Then Prabhat, it is very oldest variety, was established in 1987, matures in 95 days and produces average grain yield that is 17.5 quintal per acre. Then medium duration varieties JC4. It is also latest variety established in 2021. The plants of this composite variety are medium tall in height, matures in about 90 days, and its yield is 13 quintal per acre. Kesari 1992 mature in about 85 days and produces average grain yield that is 16 quintal per acre. Then short duration variety PMS2, this was established in 2005, mature in about 83 days, produces average yield that is 18 quintal. Then special purposes varieties Punjab sweet corn 1, it was established in 2008. This variety the ears or cobs of this variety or grains of this variety are used for eating purpose in a raw. The green ear are roasted on a fire and are consumed by human beings, and it mature in about 95 to 100 days and produces grain yield that is 50 quintal green ear or green cobs and 13 quintal grains per acre respectively. Pearl popcorn, this is special variety for the preparing the popcorns. Mature in about 88 days and its average grain yield that is 12 quintal per acre and popping quality is very good. Then agronomic practices for the sowing. Before the sowing, we do the cultural practices in our farm. So before sowing we do the land preparation. For this preparing land we give 4 to 5 plowings followed by planking to make the seed bed free from clods and weeds. Use moldboard plow, disc harrow or cultivator for the first cultivation. Label the field to ensure proper irrigation and drainage. Maize can be sown without any preparatory tillage with the zero till drill. Then time of sowing. The last week of May to end June is the best time for the sowing of this maize crop. Seed rate, use 7 kg seed for pearl popcorn and 10 kg per acre for other varieties are sufficient for the sowing of an acre area. Then seed inoculation, mix half kg packet of recommended consortium biofertilizer with 1 liter of water and then thoroughly mix it with maize seed on a clean pakka floor. Let it dry in shade and sow the seed immediately. Inoculation with biofertilizer should be done after treating the seed with fungicide so that the root-borne diseases are not attacked to the plant. So we do this treatment with the fungicide. The seed inoculation with consortium biofertilizer, it will increase the grain yield as well as improve the soil's health by increasing the soil organic matter, soil microbial population and improve the soil's physical condition as well as soil health. Then method of sowing. Sow the seed 3 to 5 cm deep in line with a maize planter or seed cum fertilizer drill provided with a planting attachment. The row to row spacing should be kept 60 cm, whereas plant to plant we should maintain the spacing that is 20 cm. Means one row to another row the spacing should be 60 cm, and within row from one plant to another plant we keep the spacing that is 20 cm. Then trench sowing, it's a second method. Maize can be grown or sown in trenches made by tractor drawn ridger from end May to mid June to facilitate easy and economical irrigation during dry and hot weather conditions. Seed drill attachment mounted on the ridger can also be used for sowing by adjusting the position of the tines. The maize crop raised in trenches resists logging and gives higher grain yield as compared to the flat sowing. Bed or ridge sowing. To avoid the adverse effect of excess rainfall, particularly at seedling emergence, sow the maize seed 3 to 5 cm deep on top center of the bed with row to row spacing 67.5 centimeter and plant to plant spacing 18 centimeter. Thinning. In case the sowing has not been done with planter, thin out the plant at the time of first sowing, keeping the plant to plant distance of 20 centimeter. Thinning means when we remove the extra plants by by making the distance one plant to another plant, which are the recommended, that is 20 centimeter. Then weed control. For cultural control of weed, we do this weed control by giving two hoeings about 15 to 30 days after sowing with khurpa, kasola, bilho, trifali and tractor drawn cultivator. We can use for the control of weed culturally after 15 to 30 days of sowing. Then chemical method of weed control, spray 800 gram per acre Atrataf, means atrazine, on medium to heavy textured soils and 500 gram per acre in light soils. Within 10 days of sowing, using 200 liter of water, or spray 250 gram per acre atrazine on 20 centimeter wide bands over the crop rows, followed by hoeing interculture at 15 to 30 days after sowing. This herbicide is effective against annual grasses and broadleaf weeds, especially Itsit. The botanical name of Itsit is Portulae castrum, Trifolium portulae castrum. Then fertilizer application, organic manures. Green manure the field to be put under maize with dencha, sun hemp, cowpea, dencha, sun hemp should be sown during second fortnight of April using 12, 20, 20 kg seed per acre respectively. The 50 days old green manure crop should be buried and allowed to decompose for about 10 days before sowing of maize. In case of summer moon crop is grown, the straw should be buried before sowing of maize. Practice green manuring and apply full dose of nitrogen to get high yield of maize in maize wheat system. It also improves soil health. Then chemical fertilizers, apply fertilizer on soil test basis. So this was recommended because the higher dose of fertilizer also have a toxic effect. So it's the need to apply the fertilizers on the soil test basis. If soil shows the deficiency or previous crop shown the deficiency, then we apply the chemical fertilizer. So the recommended fertilizer NPK is 50, 24, 12 kg respectively. And then zinc deficiency. The zinc deficiency symptoms appear within 2 weeks of seedling emergence. A broad band of white or very light yellow tissue with reddish vein appears on each side of the midrib, beginning at the base of the second or third leaf from the top of the plant. Where zinc deficiency had been noticed in the preceding crop, broadcast 10 kg of zinc sulfate heptahydrate 21% or 6.5 kg zinc sulfate monohydrate, that is 33% per acre at sowing. Mix with an equal quantity of dry soil along rows, hoe it into the soil and then irrigate the field. Then irrigation, generally 4 to 6 irrigation are required depending on the rainfall. Adequate water supply is essential throughout the crop season, particularly during the pre-tasseling, silking and grain filling stage, because these are the critical stages in this maize crop. At these stages we not apply or water stress are there, then there are the severe reduction in the yield. So at these stages, on pre-tasseling, silking and grain filling, it is required or it is necessary to apply the irrigation. Drainage. Maize can tolerate heavy rains provided fields are not subjected to excessive soil wetness, flooding for prolonged periods. Flooding, particularly at young stage, causes a great damage to the crop. To avoid flooding, drain away excess water by making a drain of adequate capacity at the lower end of the field. Then harvesting and threshing. The maize crop is ready for harvesting even when the stalks and leaves are somewhat green, but the husk cover has dried and turned brown. In the fields where wheat is to be sown, harvest the stalks along with the cobs, stalk them. Maize husker cum thresher can be used for shelling of unhusked maize. However, for further results, maize with husk be shelled when the moisture content ranges between 15 to 20%. Then students got it. So our this topic is completed. Origin, importance, soil, climate, and cultural practices of maize. So now we will discuss about the some important questions. So what is the seed rate of maize for an acre area? So the right answer for this is the 8 kg per acre. And second question, what is the spacing of plants in maize crop is with for plant to plant and row to row is 60 into 20 centimeter. The name of variety is used for popcorn is a pearl popcorn. The crop is ready for harvesting in days is 99 days. What is the sowing depth of seed? For the sowing of this maize crop is 3 to 5 centimeter. The temperature requirement of maize is 21 to 32 degrees Celsius. Fertilizer requirement for the maize is 50, 24 and 12 kg per acre. What is the sowing time of maize? The best time of sowing for the maize is last week of May to the first week of June, and botanical name of maize is the G maize. The family of maize is Gramineae. Then, so students, I recommend you some textbooks for the study of this uh, our syllabus for the study of the cultivation practices of crops. So number one is the modern techniques of raising field crops. So by Chidda Singh, Prem Singh and Rajveer Singh, uh, published by CBS publisher New Delhi. Then second is the introduction to major field crops by G. Janardhan and P. Balyatham. It's the site is agrimoon.com. Then third one is the package of practices of Punjab, package of practices for cultivation of kharif crop of Punjab. Then this was our complete topic of Unit 1, Origin, Importance, Soil Agronomic Practices of Maize. Here you learn about the importance and new hybrid varieties and cultivation practices. Then we discussed the method of sowing, irrigation, time of sowing, irrigation scheduling, and we also learned about the weed control, chemical, mechanical, and cultural methods. And at the end, we finished by discussing the time of harvesting. So all the best students. If you have any query, you can contact me on my contact number is provided here. The contact mail is provided here. If you have any query, you can ask any question by putting the mail on my this mail id. So all